What's up, my dudes? It's your boy Zeddy, aka the most country Madden, and today I'm bringing you a ranked match for Xbox 360. And I'm really not even going to talk about the game because it's really just kind of a flood, so we're not even going to worry about the game. Now, what I'm going to be talking about is the new Xbox One that I did get. I'm trying to just talk about difference in the gameplay. Now, the reason I'm not showing you on Xbox 360 is that I do have the original PVR. You have to have like a converter and all kinds of different crap to use, and I don't really want to have another box on my floor, so I'm actually gonna order a Elgato probably today, probably right after I get done commentating this. I'm gonna get it on like 1 day shipping or something. I'm gonna have that right away and have whatever adapter I need with it. Just go ahead and move it back. It's easier. I actually got a bonus at work, so money's not even a problem. So I can get to that. Now we talk about the differences in the game. Now this Xbox One, man, this game is so much better than the one you're watching right here. Now there's way too many differences. The zones, you know when you throw at someone's face, they just react to the ball. I mean, I've only played like one full game, and it was on a ranked game. You know, an all-pro with difficulty. You know, all-pro difficulty, the players normally don't react the same. You know, they don't react very well usually. You know, like you'll see right here. Well, you know, in this game, in ranked games on the 360 version, you can just throw right at players, they don't react. You know, zones on the new generation, man, it's a bit crazy. They jump routes, and they just react when you throw right at them. I mean, you can't really explain it without watching it. And as soon as I get my stuff, I'm definitely going to practice mode 2 controllers in this live com and show y'all every little thing you want to know for some of you, because I know that everyone will have $400 or $500 to throw down on a new system. I was lucky enough to be in a position to get it, so I did get it. So now I'm going to show y'all how all the zones act versus out routes, how purples play, all that stuff that you're wanting to see. And we're just going to dissect this game and show you all the pros and the cons. Now, as far as the Xbox One, the system, it's amazing the way you can look at that. Was a nice alert. Anyway, it's really nice, all the new voice chat options, or should I say voice recognition options. It's really nice how you can just say snap and it say snap TV, whatever, and you can have a TV, put your cable box up to it and watch it in the corner of the screen while you're playing. It's really cool. And all that stuff. But one thing I don't like about the Xbox so far is the controller. I just have to get used to it, I guess. But the bumpers, when y'all do get the new Xbox One, whenever you get it, the bumpers are too high. You have to stretch your fingers, and they don't push very good. It seems like it's kind of awkward to push them in. I guess I'll probably get it eventually when I'm used to it or whatever. But so far now, I'm not a fan of the bumpers. Now the joysticks, the tops of them, they actually are very small. And I thought I would dislike it more, but it don't really seem to even be affect me. It just feels just like any other joystick, really. But there is one creepy thing I noticed when I was doing my initial setup. You have an option, to make it where the Xbox signs in. You know, if you have your Kinect hooked up, well, every time you walk in the room, the Xbox is going to automatically sign you in, which is really creepy when you think about it, because that means that thing's sitting there watching you all the time. You know, they say it's not watching all the time, but obviously it is if it has the ability to do that. So I don't know if you're government conspiracist, whatever all that crap is, but it's definitely kind of a creepy thing to think about. But of course, I got a webcam on my laptop. I mean, if the government or whatever wanted to watch it, I mean, I'm sure they'd watch me right now while I'm commentating this. So whatever, if you're into that stuff, I mean, it's just something to think about. But anyways, but down to the gameplay of the game, it's vastly improved. Like I was saying, how people react to it, for zones and stuff. But the running, I've heard a lot of people talk about the running, and I have tried out. It is definitely different. It feels, it's just when you want to make cuts is what's weird. Like say you're running, trying to cut it outside, it's kind of felt like you're fighting against gravity, which you actually are. It's very realistic the way you have to make cuts. I actually think it's a turn for the better. You definitely want to be realistic, but now the thing I don't like about this game though is the blitzes. Every blitz that you do right now, what you're doing right now, that you're seeing on here, or whatever, the 360 version or PS3, none of the blitzes work. They've made the offensive line just psychic as crap. The center You know, all your edge blitzes now, you just have to get the center to just kind of stand there and do nothing. But the center jumps all over the place and picks up everything. It's like they want to be realistic, but that's actually not realistic because you see zone blitz overloads in the real NFL with Steelers. You know, all these 3-4 teams doing all these zone blitzes, dropping people back, getting 3 or 4 man pressures. You know, but my opinion of blitzes, I think there should be no blitz unslidable, in my opinion. And of course, I'm a player, so I look for the stuff that is unslidable. But from a realistic standpoint, I think if someone does know where a blitz is coming from, they should be able to stop it with slide protection. But they've made it to where it's just not realistic because you just can't get pressure on it. But now I've only lied for one day. I did find this one particular play that I actually got a little scheme out of. I can get pressure from the right, left, or double, and also got coverage D's and you know, some other stuff with it. And by the way, the pass rush in this game is absolutely roided. I think Fag D is going to be absolutely huge on this game because you can just pick 2 man under and just rush your ends and drop both the tackles in the zones, and you're going to get really quick pressure. And you got to stay in the pocket too, because if you go back out of the pocket, like some people do, drop back and try to chuck it, whatever, it ain't going to work. And another thing, everyone said that you couldn't swerve spies. You can definitely still swerve spies. So I don't know whoever started that rumor. If y'all was looking forward to not be able to swerve spies, sadly, you can definitely still swerve them, which is a good thing. The way Fag D is going to be ran on this game, you need to be able to counter it somehow. And another thing, I know I'm just kind of going real fast for this. The video is getting close to being ended. Anyway, it seems like you can pass lead a little better, but it's not overpowered. It's just how it should be. Just enough of a pass lead we can tell a difference. Or you can use or catch a lot of routes better, such streaks in the seams and stuff like that, but it's nothing overpowered at all. It's really more realistic way it should be. We're coming down to the end of this video, guys, so I'm definitely stay tuned here in a day or two. I'm going to be probably about 2 days. I'm going to have you an in-depth breakdown in practice mode with 2 controllers of this game on the Xbox One version. Anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Until then, it's your boy Zeddy, and I'm out.